Paris hosted an NBA preseason game back in 2010, but for the first time ever, an NBA regular season game being played in Paris on Friday. Tony Parker, Neymar, Mbappe all taking in the sights as Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, and the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Charlotte Hornets, who have Nicolas Batum, who is, of course, from France. And Giannis, very apropos, a Euro step while in Europe for the bucket early on. Milwaukee came in with a 7-game winning streak. Charlotte, a 7-game losing streak. Devontae Graham pulling up for 3 right there, as he had 19 points. Malik Monk also helping out early with a 3-ball. Hornets playing well early on, a 6-point lead, but look at Giannis just muscling his way through everything. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar looking fresh with a beret, taking in the sights and sounds, and Malik Monk erasing Ersan Ilyasova's shot attempt. Monk had 31 points in the ballgame off the bench. He scored 51 in the last 2. He scored 50 points in the previous 11 games combined. Charlotte led by 5 at halftime. Giannis, another tip-in right there. Pat Connaughton the steal and the dunk on the other end. A two-sport athlete at Notre Dame was Connaughton. Then Chris Middleton lobbing to Giannis for the catch and finish. And Eric Bledsoe, who had 20 points here, distributing to Giannis for 2 more. He had 30 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists. Milwaukee becomes the 7th team in NBA history to win at least 40 of the first 46 games. 5 of the 6 others went on to win an NBA title that season. The Boston Celtics, 3rd in the NBA defensively, allowing 105.4 points a game. The Orlando Magic scored the 2nd lowest point total in the NBA per contest, as Kemba Walker and company were without Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and his Cantor. So Walker went bonkers, 27 points in the first half alone. He's only had 2 games this month where he scored more than 27 in an entire contest. Evan Fournier matching him. Orlando led by 4 at halftime. In the third, Gordon Hayward long pass to Daniel Tice for the lay-in. Hayward had 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. And then there he is with a 3-ball of his own. Boston up 78-73 and looking to put the Magic away in the fourth. Kemba, he had 6 threes on the night, 12 of 23 from the floor, 37 points. And Marcus Smart hits a tough runner right there. The short-handed Celtics still find a way to win on the road, 109-98. After winning 7 in a row, the Memphis Grizzlies have dropped 2 straight now, heading into Friday's contest against Derrick Rose and the Pistons. Rose, 20 or more points in 10 straight contests. But for Memphis, second-year pro Jaren Jackson Jr. had a great game, especially in the first half. And then a lob to Brandon Clark for an alley-oop. The lob from Kyle Anderson. Clark a double-double, 15 points and 11 rebounds. And Derrick Rose him to Christian Wood, who's trailing on the play. Wood had 20 off the bench. No Andre Drummond for Detroit. A lip laceration holding him out yet again. There's Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. the 3. He had 24 of his 29 in the first half. Memphis up by 5 at halftime. Reggie Jackson, who had 22 points in 19 minutes off the bench Wednesday in his return from injury, had 14 and 6 in this one. And Ja Morant, who had 2 points on Wednesday and got off to a slow start on Friday, finished strong, 16 points, 12 assists. Memphis gets a road victory, 125-112 over Detroit. Toronto Raptors have won 5 straight games, scoring 124.2 points per contest during that streak, as All-Star starter Pascal Siakam and the Raptors were in New York to take on the Knicks, who were hitting the offensive glass early on. Mitchell Robinson a putback dunk. New York doubling up Toronto early, 26-13. Damian Dotson, 2 of his 21 on the night. And then here for Toronto off the miss. It's tapped out. Norman Powell tapping it cross-court to Kyle Lowry for 3. Caps a 13-0 Raptors run as Lowry finished with 26. Toronto led 56-53 at halftime. Powell, the steal, takes it himself for 2. He had 16. He's been playing very well as of late. Julius Randle, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Puts back his own miss right there. New York down by 2. Pascal Siakam was big late for Toronto. The dunk right there. And then he walks himself into a 3 to seal it. Siakam, 23 points, 7 rebounds. Toronto wins 118-112. 6 straight wins now. They've guaranteed themselves their 21st straight winning month. Longest current streak in the league. Trae Young grew up in Norman, Oklahoma. He is returning to his home state to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Young, an all-star starter, named on Thursday, but Chris Paul, a multiple all-star, beats the buzzer with a 3-ball, 33-30 OKC after 1. Dennis Schroeder playing well against his old team. He had 21 points. Then Danilo Gallinari goes no-look to Nerlens Noel for the slam, 66 58 Thunder at halftime. Now Young, 29.2 points a game, 8.6 assists. Those are the numbers that get him the All-Star starting nod. Top 5 in both of those categories. He ends up with 26 points, 16 assists in this one. Finds John Collins for 2 of his 28. But there's a young guard in OKC who's playing pretty well as well. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a bunch of fakes, and then finds Gallinari for 3. CP3 in the corner for 3. 7 Thunder players in double figures, 3 of them with 20 or more. SGA had 24. Oklahoma City puts up 140 on the Hawks to win by 29. The Chicago Bulls looking to win back-to-back games for the first time in over a month as they host the Sacramento Kings with a pelvic stress reaction. No Otto Porter, no Wendell Carter, no Daniel Gafford. That Bulls front court looking awfully thin. Buddy Hield coming off the bench for the first time this season knocks down a 3. Then De'Aaron Fox the steal and the big finish right there. Part of a 9-0 Sacramento run, Kings led by 10 at halftime. Levine pulls up for 3 in the third. And Denzel Valentine, who got in the rotation for the Bulls on Friday, finds Levine up ahead for another dunk. He had 21, ties things up at 67. Now Hield coming off the bench in this one because he had scored less than 20 in 5 of his last 7. And Luke Walton trying to find some combinations that can help them win. Well, Hield nailed 5 threes, had 21 points off the bench. Harrison Barnes had 19 for the Kings, who snapped that 6-game losing skid, beating Chicago on the road by 17.
Houston Rockets meeting up with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Russell Westbrook been playing well lately for Houston, but this guy has been struggling relative to what he's used to doing. James Harden going up on a jumper, takes a little contact, no call, doesn't get the shot to fall, then a three-pointer. This one doesn't drop either. Later, Russell Westbrook, he decides to do things on his own. He gets to the bucket, gets the layup and the foul, and Houston up by 9 after the made free throw. Jordan McLaughlin, he drive and jam that one over Clint Capella. Going up strong and catching Capella sleeping there. The Rockets led it by 3 at the half. Third quarter, Karl Anthony Towns drives to the basket, makes the layup plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. That ties it at 67. Houston's got other weapons besides Harden and Westbrook. Eric Gordon outside, knocking down the 3. 97-86 Houston in front. Andrew Wiggins had a nice game in this one. Turnaround jumper goes down. 102-100. It's a 2-point game. McLaughlin lobs it up to Karl Anthony Towns for the jam plus the foul. Watch it again. It's 108-107, so it's a 1-point game. But Russell Westbrook just taking over in the fourth. Racing past the defense, getting the layup and the foul. Then Westbrook driving in for the layup. Here he just extends. Then Westbrook pulling up and knocking down the jumper as the defense backs off him. Then Westbrook sharing to Clint Capella. Just a little lob, and Capella goes up and stuffs it home, and Houston gets the win. Your final score in this one, 131 to 124.
So a lot of people seem to be talking about this Zion kid. I say it in jest. Zion Williamson, 22 points in his debut on Wednesday. He and the Pelicans hosting the Denver Nuggets. And it didn't take long for Zion to get the slam. He had no dunks on Wednesday. Then showing off the jump hook, he comes out after 4 minutes of play in the first quarter. New Orleans leading 9-8 in the early going. Monty Morris to Nikola Jokic getting the friendly bounce on the road. Denver by 6 now. Second quarter, Zion back in the game. He deflects a pass. And the acrobatic finish in transition for Zion. And then Josh Hart finding Zion for 2 more over Gary Harris. 9 points, 4 of 5 from the floor in 9 first half minutes for the number 1 overall pick. Meanwhile, Jokic continuing to do it all for Denver. Rebounding, he had 7 offensive boards. He finishes with 27 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. Couldn't add to his triple-double total of 8 so far this season, but still a fine outing as Denver led 63-56 at halftime. Look at the Euro step from Brandon Ingram. Torrey Craig called for the foul. Denver coach Mike Malone not happy. He'd get teed up for it. Now with Ingram at the line, Malone still chirping, and he would get teed up once more. Every guy making sure he gets his money's worth before he exits the gym floor. More from Zion Williamson. Backing down the D, turnaround jumper in the paint is good. 15 points, 7 of 9 shooting in 21 minutes. First player in the shot clock era to score 15+ on 70% shooting in each of his first 2 career games. Jeremy Grant rebounding. Michael Porter Jr. for the 3. Nuggets 24-12 advantage on the offensive glass, but Zion, that's the highlight you're going to see from him from this ball game. Look at the swat of Malik Beasley's shot all the way into the crowd for that one as Zion swats it away. Monty Morris loses the ball. J.J. Redick transition 3. He had 5 threes, 18 points, and he passes Kobe Bryant and Chauncey Billups during the game to move into 14th place on the all-time three-pointers made list. Drew Holiday to Josh Hart in the corner for 3. Hart had 15 points, 13 rebounds off the bench. Pelicans down 3, under a minute to go. Will Barton gonna seal it for Denver as they earn a road victory, 113-106. And Zion, 2 games now for the Pelicans. They've lost both of them so far.
D'Angelo Russell and the Golden State Warriors in battle against T.J. Warren and the Indiana Pacers, and it's Russell heating up early, second a deep three-pointer near the logo. Indiana up 40-35 at that point off the Golden State turnover. It's T.J. Warren finishing with the fast break layup on the other end. At the half, Indiana up by 16, but D'Angelo in quarter number 3 closing that gap. Wing three-pointer from well beyond the three-point line again. Then Russell coming off a screen and drilling another deep three-pointer. 37 points on the game, but Indiana still up by 4. T.J. Warren swipes the ball from Russell and finishes with the jam on the other end. And then another D'Angelo Russell turnover leads to a three-pointer from Doug McDermott, and Indiana starting to look good. They open a 13-point lead. Then Warren finds a spot and drains a 3. McDermott had 24 points. Warren had 33 points. Indiana wins it by 11 points. Your final score, 129-118. Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns paying a visit to the San Antonio Spurs, and in the first quarter, DeMar DeRozan finds LaMarcus Aldridge, and LaMarcus Aldridge open 4-3. He scored 11 in the opening quarter. San Antonio up by 5 at that point, 18-13. Suns going an 18-0 run to Devin Booker and Kelly Oubre for the stuff. Then Booker gets the and 1 to go as he just races into traffic and knocks that shot down. 35 points and 10 assists. He can make that free throw. Phoenix by 6. Derek White hits a block on Booker. Drives, misses a layup, but guess who's there? DeMar DeRozan with the rebound throwdown. Phoenix, though, up at the half, 56-44. Third quarter, DeMar DeRozan driving, getting the left, a nice little crossover to get to the rim there. Then DeMar DeRozan driving right into the heart of the traffic and just crushing that one. Absolute mash from DeMar DeRozan. And DeRozan finished with 30 points, 8 rebounds on the game. Kevin Bridges misses the 3. Close out the Spurs. Sarge finished with 20 points. Phoenix gets the win, 103-99. Kawhi Leonard and the LA Clippers down in Miami taking on Jimmy Butler and the Heat. No easy task there in the first. Off the Clippers turnover, Duncan Robinson gets the lob ahead to the man who's got a name perfect for Dunky, Bam Adebayo. He throws that one down. And Tyler Hero grabs the loose ball and hits the three-point. He is a shooter. He had 19 points in the game. Miami already up a dozen. Dion Waiters making his season debut, and he came out firing. Three-pointer plus the foul. He had 14 points in the game, and Miami is up by 11. Kawhi Leonard, Montrezl Harrell here for the jam. Montrezl Harrell, a double-double in this one. 15 points, 11 rebounds. Robinson finds Bam for the dunk plus the foul. Bam had 18 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds on the game. Miami up by 4. Kawhi Leonard now finding Landry Shamet to have Miami up by 2. Jimmy Butler pull-up jumper is cash. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists for Butler. Kawhi Leonard, three-pointer at the top of the key goes down, and LA takes the lead back. Lou Williams finds Kawhi for the three-pointer. Leonard had 13 points in the third quarter. Kawhi Leonard then finds Lou Williams for a three-pointer. It was Kawhi Leonard's first career triple-double. Can you believe that? 33 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. That caps a 15-0 Clippers run. Montrezl Harrell finds Lou Williams for the corner three, and the Clippers are up 107-91. Kawhi Leonard now driving to the left. Jimmy Butler rolls his right ankle on Kawhi's foot. There you see it on the replay. Butler leaves the game and does not return. So you want to stick and stay with NBA.com for any updates on his condition as you see him sort of hobble off the court there. Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard still knocking down shots. Three-pointer goes down, and the Clippers get the win by 5. Final score,